Recording.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm David Sullivan, and I'd like to thank you so much for considering me for this position. Hopefully, my technical issues making me late doesn't rob us of any opportunity to meet and determine that I'm the best candidate for the job.
It's okay. Let's get down to it. So I'm Uche Yorakazi. We are group 5. And with me is Dola Rosarine.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Dollar. Hello, Uche.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
So we are here to conduct an interview for the law clerk position.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw your resume. It suits what we wanted. And we decided to have this interview with you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, as you know, our company is Seni Law, is an international law firm with a very strong presence in Canada, in UK, Europe, and the Middle East. We are committed to offer excellent and quality service driven by a team of dedicated professionals who bring passion and expertise to delivering outstanding client service. So our vision is to be a global leader in the legal industry, known for our commitment and excellence, diversity, and professional growth of our people. Our goal is to continuously deliver outstanding service to our clients, ensuring their legal needs are met with the highest standards of professionalism and expertise. And also to cultivate a diverse and inclusive workplace that values and respects individual contribution while enhancing the firm's overall success. So this is Seni Law, and once again, you're welcome, and we're glad you're here and can join us. So I start with the interview questions. You have to relax and be calm. It's okay. Yeah. All right. So can you tell us about yourself?
Certainly, yes. As you can clearly see, I've some experience in the workforce. The past 25 years of my career have been in software application support, most of that with legal software in corporate governance. My employer, ComputerShare, produces the GEMS Global Entity Management System, a tool for recording and reporting on corporate secretarial activities around the world, with a definite focus on the UK, with specific functionality for Canada, and with specific functionality for EMEA, Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Prior to that, I was in the restaurant industry, and both careers are all about delivering excellence and white glove service to our clients, be they internal or external entities or people that we may have need to assist or do business with.
That's interesting. Okay. So you've got a lot of experience there. And that brings us to our second question. With your experience, how do you handle organizational departmental files, records? And have you implemented any system or processes to enhance record keeping efficiency?
Definitely yes to all of that. I'm currently employed as a software administrator as well as legal clerk assistant, and pardon me, and that job's at RBC, Royal Bank of Canada. Definitely a global operation with diverse needs across their business sectors. I am currently implementing new procedures, the latest functionality of the software for RBC. My position is contract, comes up in about 6 weeks. Fingers crossed, I get extended. And in the previous 16 years working with the vendor of the same software, there were multiple small projects involving best practices and adjusting practices and finding the best way to report on the information available. Reporting is where the rubber meets the road. You can record all the information you want, but if you can't report on it and deliver it in meaningful ways, then you just have a pile of data.
Yeah. Okay. So when it comes to maintaining corporate minutes books, what steps do you take to ensure their accuracy and completeness?
Minute books are restricted only to signed minutes and resolutions. So their accuracy on that level, on the source document level, is procedural and legislated.
Okay.
Once we get those minutes, we transcribe the information into the computer system so that we can inform the business groups involved, as well as maintain our chronology, our going concern. I've used record storage systems from paper. Not a big fan of paper myself, to SharePoint systems. I manage document management systems, and there are a host of document management systems that keep track of these documents, their versioning, signatures, applications such as Adobe or DocuSign, to ensure that all the signatures are right and correct and true. And systems are made to be sold. They're made to be usable. I can learn any system.
Okay. That's okay. That's good to hear.
Yes.
Okay. And now I hand over to Dola to continue with the other part of the interview.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Hello, Dola.
thank you.
Hi. So I want to ask you, can you share an example of a situation where you acted as a liaison with parties or external law firms? Or how do
Oh,
you,
certainly.
how do you
Yes.
nurture working relations with them?
In one example, and it's a delicate example, if we all remember the Gulf of Mexico oil platform exploding, they were my client, and
Okay.
they were ordered to testify in front of the Senate, and in order to determine who all were responsible for showing up in the Senate, they worked with me as an expert in the data recording system to get those lists for them. And that's just one example of liaising between my employer, our clients, and third parties.
Okay, that's great. So you have to work like many various business units. So in that
Yeah.
case, like in managing inquiries and requested from various business units for information or documents, can you provide an example of a particular challenge request that how you address it?
Um, Often people want informational reports in an all-in-one format.
Okay.
And often that creates a very large set of data that's not particularly readable or well collated because of uh, um, fundamental inabilities of technology. Um, and people end up with so much information, they just don't know what to do with it.
Mm.
Quite often, I work with them to understand their needs and to help break down what their stated needs for their desired all-in-one report and how it can work
Okay.
better as a series of reports, um, resolve them to a dashboard of charts where they can see at a glance all their data on a page without cluttering it. And that's it's one of the things I love to do, is to build reports, manipulate data, provide meaningful results to people.
Okay. So which means you are like comfortable with like inquiries and requests for the
Yeah,
customers. Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
that's great.
I've I, I have a lot of experience. Under this purple is pure white.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. Okay. So can you tell us like about a time when you had juggling with the deadlines? Like how did you manage your task effectively like with this time frame?
Certainly, I'm doing it as we speak, juggling my job, juggling my school, juggling my home life, and juggling COVID. Um, and I must say, at the moment, I don't seem to be doing it fairly well. um, I'm a little behind in everything, and what it comes down to is you have to knuckle down, put
Okay.
in the time, and get yourself caught up. One of the most important things when you can see that you're going to be getting into the weeds is to keep people informed. It's it's not that people aren't kind or gracious. It's just and so keeping the lines of communication open, letting their needs aren't forgotten, that you're just a little under the weather or bit off a little more than you can chew. I find people can be quite gracious and forgiving in those situations.
Okay. Yeah. So as we can see, like you are very experienced, like almost 25 years of experiences. So what are the career goals? Like looking ahead to 5 years in your career, where do you see yourself and how does this position align with your long-term goals?
Oh, this position definitely aligns with my long-term goals. I was very happy to see a posting that I feel is right up my alley. I'm looking forward to retirement in 10 to 15 years. And in that time, I'm looking forward to spending it with a single employer, um, creating some stability in a department and ending my working career with an organization that does not need me,
Okay.
that that all the requirements to operate, to run, to keep running.
Yeah. That's great. Okay. So, so what do you think? Like, what are your greatest weakness or what are the greatest strength of yours?
My greatest weakness is that I'm often too sure of myself. Um, it's a lack of humility that I I try to embrace humility, but I'm not terribly good at it. When I think I'm right, I'm like a dog with a bone. I had a boss who would often tell me that I'm not wrong, but I'm not 100% right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And like, yeah, that's a great thing because like we are not like 100%, like, but we still try. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. That's all from my part. I would like to marry, like, if she have any more questions or anything.
yeah. Happy to offer any more answers or clarifications.
I think that's all for now. But if you have any question for us, you can ask us.
Um, I have no questions at this point. I would, should we move to a second interview or a potential for an offer. Um, but I think with my experience, I have a good idea of what the job is,
Yeah.
and hope that I get picked to set up your system and set it up so that it can continue running forever, that it can be flexible enough and yet still provide today's rigid requirements.
Okay.
Thank you.
As it stands now, I don't think we have a second interview, and you've done so well. So we're going back to our HR theme, and
Mhm,
you hear from us. So in case you need anything, in case you want to ask any question, the contact
mhm.
address, the email we've been communicating with, you can still email us. But I assure you, in a few days' time, you'll definitely hear from us.
Excellent. Thank you so much. The only
Yeah,
questions I would have would be around remuneration, pay, benefits, and such. And it's not important right now. It's important when it becomes an honest reality. Otherwise, we're meeting people.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
sure.
So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you coming. Thank
I
you.
appreciate you too.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much.
Yeah.
You
And we're
too.
looking
Take
forward
care.
to seeing you.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Bye bye now.
Okay,
Bye. Take care
bye.
of you. Bye.